Today we are tearing off a roof that has been impacted by hail, and the homeowner's insurance has paid to replace it totally. And what we want to show is what constitutes hail damage, so that a homeowner might be able to evaluate for themselves if the roof is ruined or not. This roof has been totally destroyed, according to the insurance company adjuster. However, when you look at it closely, it's very difficult to see the damage that caused the insurance company to pay $13,000 to replace. A lot of money. And it better be destroyed. But when you look at it, you go, well, it doesn't look that bad, does it? And if you look closely at the shingles, there's a few little spots that I can see because I understand what it is. However, from a homeowner's perspective, it'd be very hard to argue that a roof is ruined. It doesn't look ruined and it doesn't leak. And hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Well, it is broke and it has to be fixed. And we have a brochure from the adjuster that shows hail damage on a roof, almost the same color and same style as the shingles here. And you can see the black spots. But we don't see that in this field of the roof anywhere. It looks perfectly normal. Yet you come back and you look at this brochure and you say, well, if that's what hail damage looks like, this roof isn't. But yet it is, and they've paid for it. In reality, this picture shows an old, worn out, dried out roof that has been impacted by hail. But these spots are where the granules have been knocked loose, and they were coming off on their own anyway. This is somewhat misleading to a homeowner, because if you use this as a measuring stick for what constitutes hail damage, if it doesn't look like this, then it's not damaged. Well, here is the insurance claim. It points out the cause of the loss is hail. But what is the loss? It's not cosmetic like in this picture, and it doesn't leak. It's still pretending to be a roof quite well. The loss is when hail impacts the shingles and it knocks a few of the little granules loose. And I'll give you an example right here. Right there is a hail hit. And a hailstone hit right there and knocked off a few granules, and it exposes the underlying fabric to ultraviolet light from the sun. And every day after that, the sun beats down ultraviolet light into that little spot, and all the millions of spots all over this shingle deck, and it does its work of drying it out, the underlying bonding fabric, and over time, in about 5 to 7 years, this roof will look like this roof without any further hail impact damage. It just falls apart. Now, the reason that the insurance company is paying for this, obviously, maybe you might say undamaged compared to this picture. But the problem is the loss has been incurred to the homeowner, and if the insurance company refuses to pay a claim, or the adjuster might not be able to see the damage that's there, then 5 to 7 years, this roof dies, turns up at toes, and looks like this. And then the homeowner has to replace his roof at his own expense, 100% out of his own pocket. And his insurance company doesn't have to pay for it. And they will righteously claim that's old hail damage, and we, according to the contract that we have, are not liable to have to pay for old hail damage, because you get 1 year to file a claim after the event. So in this case, the homeowner, the adjuster had the integrity to recognize the damage and write up the claim, and so today we're replacing it for actually about 30% more than what the original offer from the insurance adjuster to pay.